SGG family, baby, what's good with y'all, man? We are back in Banner with yet another Lions Rebuild video today, and we are going to be getting through the end of the season. Now, if you notice there's something wrong with my voice, the boy just woke up, you know what I'm saying, early in the morning recording for you guys. But today we will be trying to get through the end of this season. It looks like they did put out a patch that has fixed, for the most part, some of those off-season issues, so I will be kind of careful of that moving forward, but hopefully they have been fixed and improved, and we don't have to worry about them here in this series. Now, what I wanted to start off with today was a couple more re-signings that were interesting to me. Obviously, that was getting back Quintez Cephas. So you see here, last offer we had 3 years, 3.7 mil. I mean, slightly under what he wanted. He doesn't have that much interest. I can go right there. We'll give him 4 million. 3 years, 4 million a season. Dang. A bigger offer. This is what happens when your team isn't, necessarily that good. It's going to be tough for us to re-sign people here at the start. I'll cool the 1 year deal here. I'll up it a little bit. Just go ahead and bring back Riley Patterson. The length is bringing the offer way down. Well, guess what I'm gonna do next time? I'm gonna lower the money and up the years. Then, since you don't like me upping the money for you, even though he wants, that's my initial offer. I was gonna say he wants only 1 year. What are you doing? So yeah, a big portion of this video is going to be just simulating through the end of these games. If there's anything interesting to watch, we'll check it out. Maybe if not, we'll just for sure get into the Week 18 game against the Saints, just to watch the last game of the season, see where we kind of stack up as things wrap up. Last time we played the Bears, though, we were able to get a dominating victory here. As far as our focus, inside, outside, I'm okay with watching the outside for right now. Player health-wise, I think we've been pretty good. We got a couple of players split, a couple of them starters. We're at half pads. It's the end of the season. No reason to try to get anybody hurt or anything. Of course, you want the XP, but don't want anybody hurt. No point in having extreme fatigue loss for anybody. So we'll keep everything half pads, a couple split areas to make sure everybody's completely healthy. And then hopefully, Mello Walker, why are you my other focus player? Who did I have here? It might have been somebody that's hurt. Yeah, I can't remember who it was. It might have been somebody that's hurt, but I just went ahead and went Jeff Okadu, a young cornerback, to hopefully give us some more depth over there. That's been at least a worry of mine. I'm not sure if it's been like a huge problem or concern for maybe for you guys that's watching the games too with me, but for me at least, that's something that is a huge concern for me. My back end DBs, we're obviously not getting that much pass rush, but I would like to see them cover when we are able to get pass rush or when we start blitzing heavy. And we're actually, just need that little half second more to get to his face. Need the tighter coverage on the back end. So looks like at least against this game against Cincinnati, we will be going in completely healthy. And hopefully we can wrap the season up on a good note. I think I did make our goal about 7 wins this season again. And we're close to that. Kind of, we're at 5 and 8. We want to get 2 more victories here at the end of the episode. So hopefully we can go ahead and pick up both of those. Got a couple of upgrades before we get into this week. Anybody big? Mello or Walker actually getting an upgrade here, so we'll go ahead and upgrade that. Just picked him up as a developmental quarterback anyway. Just wanted to see how good he could get. But now he's being difficult with his contract offer. I don't even know if we're going to get him back. Jonah Jackson. Just want to get him a little bit better too as well. Want the run block up the middle to be nice. Ooh, +3 pass block finesse. I'll take it. But let's go ahead and see if we can go ahead and come out with win number 6 here against Chicago. And that's a season sweep of Chicago. Had to do it in OT though. 35-29, dropping 6 points in that overtime period. The middle of the quarters were probably a problem for the defense. We started out hot though, for something we haven't seen in a while. 21 points in that first half, 500 yards of offense, 400 yards through the air. Boy, Dwayne Thomas is finally starting to come into his own. 421 yards, 3 touchdowns, no picks. That should officially put him positive. I think we ended off last episode -1. I think it was like a 17-18 split touchdown interception ratio. So now he should be at 20-18. So really high on the picks, but here of late he started to play like the #1 pick I knew we were going to get. So 421 yards, 3 touchdowns, no picks here. Only got sacked 1 time. Justin Fields went off 2 though, 326 in a touchdown. We got to limit that. Can't have that every game. DeAndre Swift, free agency. It's gonna look real nice when you run in for 2.8 a carry. You about to get paid. That boy should have accepted my contract. 2 touchdowns for J.B. Hawkins as well. DJ Chark Jr. 8 for 140 at the touchdown. Amon St. Brown, $115 and 2 touchdowns. And then you got Jameson Williams, 74 yards there as well. Looks like, the Bears got Calvin Ridley. That boy, 72 and a touchdown. Can't have that. But I'm really proud of the team. We came back for a 2-game win streak here late in the season. Everybody's playing just a little bit better. I think we won 3 of our last 4 too as well. to really kind of bring the season back and not look like a complete failure. But much like our games early in the season, it looks like we kind of started out slow and now we're starting to pick it up. Aiden Hutchinson looks like he won NFC Defensive Player of the Week this week. 8 tackles, 2 sacks, so good for him. See, Jameis won offense, Trevor Lawrence and Patrick Surtain Jr. winning on the AFC side. Look at Jameis. 358, 4 touchdowns. I wish he was doing that in real life. Maybe when he come back from that back injury, and then we can go ahead and get back right. Just a little sidetrack. How y'all actual teams doing in real life, though? Your team straight? Or are they one of them bottom teams? Let me know. My team's been playing underperforming recently. So hopefully when Jameis gets back healthy and we're missing our top 3 receivers, we can get back right. Coach, your team was able to throw at will in your last win. You have to expect that to be the offensive line's ability to keep the quarterback clean. Yeah. I mean, only 1 sack that game. I don't know how many hurries and pressures, but 1 sack and able to throw for over 400 yards has to be a clean game in the pocket. So I'm really proud of the O-line there too, doing what they needed to do. The amount of sacks you allow against the Chargers will determine XP boost for my offensive line. Hopefully don't allow that many against them too as well, but they will be going up against Joey Bosa. Much better in the pass rushing. 9 sacks this season already. They're 9-5 as a team as a whole. So it's going to put in some extra work for us to be able to come out of this one with a victory. Kind of expected a loss here, so I'm proud of my team. We actually lost by only 1 point, 21-20 here. It looks like at least on offense, pretty good game. 309 total yards, almost 200 yards to the air, but ran the ball really well against the defense that was worse against the run. Still okay, but worse against the run than the pass. And then our defense just kind of gave up a little bit too much through the air there. 267, 3 touchdowns to Justin Herbert. I got to start remembering like teams quarterbacks. We did focus on the run because their run was a little bit better, but obviously with Justin Herbert at quarterback, you still want to stop the pass. Dwayne Thomas, 198, 2 touchdowns still though, no picks. Great game by him. DeAndre Swift still only 3.6 a carry. Still very close with Hawkins. So I mean, obviously we will have a different running back next season, hopefully. I mean, I would love to get him back, but at the same time, if you're going to not accept my offers, there's not much I can do for you. And if there's a better running back on the market, I will be taking him. Amon-Ra St. Brown leading the way for my receivers once again with 80 and a touchdown. And then defensively, just gave up a little too much. You would love to see us score a little bit more than 20, but just didn't do enough to hold on for the victory now. And also we had a sack battle, so offensive line. How many sacks were they responsible? Tyler Decker, 2 of them at left tackle with nobody else. So it'd probably be like the mid tier. I think it's probably like 0 to 1, then 2 to 0 to 1, then probably like 2, then 3. And then if you give it more than 3, you're not getting no XP. So let's see how much XP 2 sacks is willing to give us. It probably won't be that much. It'll probably be like 500 XP for everybody. Back-to-back games without allowing a sack. Huh? Without allowing a sack? You give him 2. Oh well. Bump it then. Entire offensive line, 10,000 XP. I'll take it. Apparently, maybe I read it wrong. Maybe those weren't sacks. Maybe those were pancakes. I don't know. We'll ignore it and take the 10,000 XP though. Game planning against the elite QB because we are going up against Denver this week, which means we got to face that man Dangerous, or what did he say? Let's ride. Limiting his passing. I don't think Russ scramble like that anymore, at least. So I'm more afraid of his arm than his passing. 250 plus 3-man coverage and zone coverage for all DBs this week. So I love that. We're not worried about him scrambling at all, like as much as you probably normally would in that scenario. Oh my gosh. Oh, finally, another upgrade for Dwayne Thomas and rookie Kurt Milligan. So let's go ahead and work on his power. Yeah, he's pretty good at his agility, 76 overall. From that standpoint, I just want to work on his power a little bit, get that one up a little bit. It looks like he actually had 2 upgrade points. I didn't see that, so we'll probably put both into power. Get that one moved up a little bit. 77 overall with the second boost. +3 to his awareness, +1 to his overall run blocking. Run blocking skills aren't too bad. Where is that? There it is. Run blocking power 73, finesse is 81, overall 76. Pass blocking finesse is okay. It's just his power in general. It's the parts that are bad than his overall pass blocking. So once we get those up, he'll be a pretty good offensive lineman. Let's get Penny Sewell here as well. Don't get too many upgrades from him. We'll go ahead and upgrade his pass pro, get him an 83 overall in that, and make that his overall scheme, his overall tendencies. And then go ahead and get a strong arm here, probably for Dwayne Thomas. 88 medium, 88 short. We just want to get that deep accuracy up a little bit more. Especially because he's got is that the running gun or the bazooka archetype up there? I think that's the running gun. 82 overall strong arm. Yeah, running gun. He's able to move, but we want to get him deeper down the field too as well. Now I'll handle the rest of these upgrades here in a minute off screen. Looks like some of them got 2 with that 10,000 XP boost. I love it. I'm gonna barely get some of my offensive linemen to be backup caliber, to where I'm not having to draft in the 6th and 7th round for depth every year. But let's just go ahead and get into this game against Denver. Try to get win number 7 of the season, and then get into this last game against New Orleans. And hopefully we're not trying to fight for it. Hopefully we're trying to fight for our 8th victory and become a new series high, go a little bit higher than we did last year. Wow, this is not what I thought would happen. Against a team that was 5-10, we got blown out, 49-7. I don't know. I don't know. 243 yards of offense, only 4 turnovers, 2 for the day. Couldn't convert on 3rd down, with 0 of those, with a 4th down conversion though. But still, 0 of those we were not able to convert on 3rd down, barely able to convert on 4th. Committing a lot of turnovers and gave up not even that much offense to them though. Just 249 points. 277 and 2 touchdowns for Russ, but 191, 3 picks, 5 interceptions. It was a run-heavy focus day too, so for him to do that means that he had a lot of pressure in his face, and we probably weren't running good if he was throwing that many times. And yep, DeAndre Swift, 3.7 a carry again, only 10 carries, 37 yards, no touchdowns. Dwayne Thomas even had to get out the pocket a little bit, 3 for 10. This one looks to be mostly on the offensive line. Maybe a little bit on defense also for giving up 127 and a touchdown to Cortland Sutton with another 65 to Jerry Jeudy. But yeah, this one I'm going to have to put up on the offensive line. 5 sacks given up today. It looks like just straight 1 from everybody across the board. And that's why I work on my pass protection. Agile's cool. We like running the ball a little bit, but that's why you got to work on that pass pro to make sure that we are getting the pass protection. Like, look at this, 16 tackles for my strong safety. Almost doubling everybody else. I didn't even see where my middle linebacker was. Where? 16. Harrison, where you? 6? My boy, what were you doing? Ronnie Harrison Jr. that's like 10 more, basically double the amount of tackles that he had solo, and came in and helped out with a sack. That boy is being the MVP of the defense, and with your DBs leading tackles, what have I always said? It's probably an L. It's always tough being a team led by Russ, but does it make it easier to swallow? I hate when they ask that question. No, it doesn't make it easy just because you lost to a decent player. Like, no, people don't lose and be like, well, it was Patrick Mahomes. Well, it was the Bills. Well, it was Alabama. Like, no one, well, the Alabama one they probably do, but no one says that in the NFL. Like, we just lost to a good player. Sorry. Like, no, you expect to win every week. You want to win every week. There's a new injury on the report. Tyler Tecker is out for the season. 18 weeks is basically the season. We got 1 week left. So fractured his hip. Gotta hope that he's back for time for next season with the injury that long. Dang. Obviously not getting any of these players back, so we'll be playing with a backup left tackle then. Maybe that's why Mike Swift came in and gave up a sack there, which means my left guard, whoever's playing that position, did not give up any sacks. But we'll be going to this last game against New Orleans. They're 8-8, trying to get over 500. We're 6-10, trying to win our 7th game and keep our record alive. Not record, but our goal alive. So we will definitely be watching this game, as it has some pretty serious implications on whether we met our goal or not. So why not go ahead and check it out? Now they want me to stop the run. Oh no, they want me to run. Wait, why do they want me to stop the run when they're actually good at passing? No, I'm about to stop Jameis. Defend the short pass. Oh wait, never mind. No, they're not. They're good at running. I'm tripping. I'm looking at the entirely wrong thing. Yeah, stop the inside run. Zach Dupree. I don't know who that is, a running back. I don't know if Alvin Kamara is hurt or that's just like somebody that they'll kind of go with. Now, as far as us, they want us to run inside. We've seen we don't do well when we try to run it, so I'm gonna go with the throw a medium pass option here. Let's go ahead and go line up our goals. We get a pick, 20 or less, 300 plus yards, and give me my 15 first downs. And we got to come out of here, unfortunately, and beat my favorite team to make our goal. And try not to get fired. Coach Smooth ain't trying to get fired for missing the goals. Now, like, I got to show these players that it goes all the way up the coaching tree. Coaches meet their goals too. So my players need to meet my goals. Because next year we're going to make the playoffs. Nah, it depends on how the offseason goes. If we are able to fill in a lot of needs that I feel like we have, which is now more so on the defensive side. My offensive line has a couple of holes, but I think those are more so due to injury. But it's more so on the defensive side that we'll be looking to fix up. Let me get these upgrades in before the game. Let's go handle New Orleans. Last game of the season. Last chance to reach 7 wins. And in the year on a positive note, we will start off with a run to DeAndre Swift to the outside and Kurt Milligan already going down with an injury. And now we'll bring in Vieta to go ahead and start at left guard then until he comes back. Thankfully, it looks like he ran off the field in his own power, so he should be back here soon. As we got Amon-Ra St. Brown with a nice pickup there of about 7. And we got an early 3rd down. 2 yards to go. We'll just hand it off to Swift. Great run blocking on the left side. And he's got enough to get the 1st down. So some things I'm looking at here today are definitely what are our needs going into the offseason? What are some things that I can see that we can improve on that'll make this team take that step to the next level? And how are people playing as that quick throw goes right out? Who is that? DJ Chark Jr.? I got to start remembering like body types, maybe, because DJ Chark looked a little taller than the other ones. He looked a little bit more built. Because I thought it was Jameson Williams, honestly. 1st and 10 after the good catch. Well, pass blocking is looking great and phenomenal. Holding up for Amon-Ra to get open late. That's great pickups right there. I like the double teams. The running back came over, got him a block in, and kept Dwayne Thomas up. And look at it, he just keeps his eyes downfield. Doesn't try to scramble out. He's got great speed, great mobility, but he's not trying to overuse it. This is a handoff to the outside. Blocking lined up pretty well. Now Amon-Ra St. Brown is down with an injury. I've seen a lot, watching other people's videos and just hearing around the community, injuries have kind of been going up a little bit more. It seems like that's a great read option to the outside. I'll take 2. But injuries have gone up a lot recently, and I got to watch that if I need to tone mine down even more. I forgot where I have it set to right now. I think I have it at default. Is that TJ Hawkinson for a touchdown? Wide open off the corner route. Foot race to the end zone. The safeties couldn't catch up. And so far, like I told y'all, the offense ain't the problem. It's the defense. Now, somehow, the extra point got blocked. Don't ever see it when I'm watching. But it did get blocked, so, kudos to the Saints defense there to hold out, not give up all 7 of them points, as that is a good toe tap from Michael Thomas. I accidentally pushed next play, so let's go ahead and change the possession now. A great toe tap there to get in bounds and stay in bounds. So it will be 2nd and 6. Read option there, or not read option, play fake there, getting out to the running back. Yeah, no Alvin Kamara. Maybe he is hurt. Should have checked the injury report before the game. But he does find Dupree out the backfield, so we'll see how good he is. Looks like he's got the same kind of hairstyle, too. They love the dreaded running backs as the pressure almost gets there and the pass is incomplete. Great 3 and out. We'll be getting the rock back and extending this lead because it's still to where they score a touchdown. They take it, so. Great return back for us. Got the momentum on our side, and let's see if we can keep holding it up then. Good pressure blocking right there. Great pass out to DJ Chark Jr. And did he slide? Oh, boy, you ain't no quarterback. Get up. Break them tackles. He just baseball slid into like 3 Saints defenders. Is that what we doing now to keep our bodies going? He saw Amon-Ra St. Brown get hurt. He said, not me. Now it's Jameson Williams, his first target of the day. And that'll push us onto our side of the field. Great game so far. No incomplete passes for Dwayne Thomas. Looks like we might try to go with it again here. Dropping back. Great blocking. Throw goes to somebody. I'm not sure who he was trying to hit because the DB looked like he was in great position to make an interception. So I don't know what was up with that throw. Now we got 4 yards away from the first. Great pickup there by the halfback. Throw goes out to Hawkinson for the 1st down. As Pete Warner is there to go ahead and tackle him. But that'll be a nice little game. Probably about 12 there. Up to the 38-yard line. Another bunch looked at the bottom of the screen. Looking. Clean pocket. Steps up and throws it to DJ Chark. Didn't step up and take off with running. Stepped up to evade the sack and threw it right to him. Hold on. Let's go. Can I look at that real quick? Can I get in? Let's look at that real fast. This is what I would expect out of my #1 quarterback. Simple 4-man pressure here. I like that throw, that post route right there. Yeah, like get that one down a little bit. Get it to him. But I understand. Don't throw it yet. Look at this. Sack's coming. A man just got open. So instead of taking off and running, let me step up, throw into this throw, make the easy read because it's wide open in the middle field. I don't know who is supposed to be playing that coverage. I don't know if this is man or It can't be, man. But he follows him. He follows the running back, and nobody stays over the top for that little stop route. Empty look here. As we will drop back. Pressure's getting through. He throws it just as he's hit back corner of the end zone, and it will just be out of reach. Put it somewhere where only his receiver could get to it. That's what I love to see. Don't risk an interception. It's either incomplete, and we live to see another day as he throws out of a sack, and it's a fumble. Thank goodness we touched him down and he couldn't keep going, but they sent a blitz on 3rd and 1, and they got there just in time. Just Swift watched it go down. I guess he doesn't want to be a part of the team anymore, as he just watched my man get to the quarterback. He tried to let loose again, but it did not work. And that's tough, but gave the ball back to New Orleans. Had a chance to at least get 3 to make it a two-score game, but now they will have a chance to drive down the field and put up some more points on their end. 2nd and 8 after the pre got off a little bit on the run. Blitz coming in. Couldn't get there, but they almost picked off. Jose Harrison was right there. Put a hand up to swat it away instead of going for the interception. We've seen great things happen when we send Jeff on those nickel blitzes. They always seem to almost get there as we get a sack this time. That is rookie Richard Clinton on the sack. I think it's one of the first times we've seen him get in the backfield and actually be able to get there. Coming from the rush defensive tackle spot. Went through a double team and just got Jameis Winston down. Get through one more offensive drive because I'd love to have they moved the ball. They just sent a really nicely timed blitz. You got to give that up to the defensive coordinator in New Orleans. That was a great time to throw a blitz. There's a one-on-one catch there from Jameson Williams, showing that he can handle the one-on-one tight coverage matchups. That was blanket coverage, too. He just made a play on the ball. Was able to hold on to it, not go down easy. And we've thrown a lot. I think we've only run the ball like 3 times, maybe. Great coverage here again. Throws it out to Swift in the flats. And he's able to go ahead and get us a nice gain of 7. And we'll go back to single back. Looks like we've got just Chark on the outside by himself. He'll drop back, throw, go out to Hawkinson, and he will truck his way forward for the first down. Dragging 2 Saints defenders along that line. It looks like we'll stay in a similar formation here still. 3 tight ends on the field. Not even going to be a pass as he goes out to Chark quickly in the slant. 2 back-to-back quick passes. You know, 2nd and 7, we'll drop back to the pistol. This will be a direct handoff this time to Swift. Right into 2 Saints defenders. Not much running room or blocking for that one. Not in field goal range either. 43-yard line. We'll drop back looking for a first. He'll throw it out, and he's got DJ Chark Jr. with the catch for the first down. I'm telling you, their body types are very similar. You gotta have them Sharingan eyes to look and see what number just caught the rock. And I think Quintez Cephas is out there right now, as I think Amon-Ra St. Brown is still in the locker room as Jameson Williams drops a pass. A rare drop from one of our receivers. Don't see it too often. But because of that, it will be 2nd and 10, and this will be the last play of the first quarter. Goes right back to him, get that confidence right back up, and he will get us to the 25-yard line as we end the first. We'll come out in a new formation here. I formation. 2 tight ends out there. It'll be a play fake, though, and finds our backup tight end, James Mitchell, for his first catch of the game and probably first catch in a couple weeks. We rarely see him come onto the field and rarely see him make a play in the pass game. But because of it, it puts us closer to the red zone. This will be a direct handoff once again. Swift, nowhere to go, as the Saints defense is holding up the run. And they wanted me to go with a run-heavy focus this week. I knew better. 2nd and 9. 5-man pressure. Throws it out to the tight end. That's Hawkinson. Breaks through the tackles. Foot race to the end zone. He will get in. Just barely clipping the pylon. He ran through 2 Saints defenders. Slipped right in between them. Got skinny on them. And just because of that, we are back up 12-0. Look at him get through. Mitchell tried to lay down a block, but it wasn't even necessary. And we'll come up to the booth to start off this second quarter, as I've really been impressed with the first. As far as what needs to be changed, I'm not seeing a whole lot. The offense is running so beautifully. This is what I wanted to see from the offense all season. Driving up the field, finding open receivers, running when necessary. We could probably have a little bit better of a run game. And of course, maybe that'll be changed with a new running back next season, as it does look like we go down the field once again driving. 2nd and goal. And we do score here with the 1-yard touchdown run of DeAndre Swift, going up 3 scores now. Defensively, I haven't really seen too much. that I want to change. So we maybe in the second half we'll watch maybe a little bit more on the defensive side, but I think they played great. We've gotten pressure on Jameson's face. We played great coverage in the back end. We've stopped the run, but we'll definitely try to look and get in a couple more defensive stops here as we get to the end, as they go and get a 51-yard field goal to finally get on the board. Ooh, 75-yard touchdown pass to Josh Reynolds. Right before the half to close things out, we're up 27-3, and it looks like we'll go into the half by that same exact score. There goes the offense driving again. Looks like we're mixing in a little bit more runs now, as we should late in the game. Josh Reynolds, second touchdown catch of the game, 32 of them things. So between him and TJ Hawkinson, they both got 2. Let's see who gets the third one. We'll do an incentive, an extra $5 million for whoever gets the third touchdown. Whoever gets the third touchdown first. Now, if I actually had money like that, though, I really would reward my players like on a fun basis. Like this is a fun week. We're obviously not going to the postseason. Y'all saw 8-8, a 9-8 season. Probably could have did it this year, but we just fell a little bit short. Started off a little bit too slow, and we'll come back next year and hopefully have this on a level of production to start the year instead of end out the year. As we go ahead and lock up another field goal, as we go ahead and head into the fourth, we'll go ahead and check out a couple of defensive drives since we're on one right now. Let's not start middle drive. Okay, they got a first down, so let's go ahead and start right here. Let's go see if we can find any holes in the defensive game. Where are we going to be focused on? Of course, I want more pass rush. I don't feel like we're getting that nearly enough as we should be. There's a first down. Look at this. Nobody really getting there in time, but the coverage is tight. Even though he gave up a catch there, he was on his back. This is a dominating victory, what we needed after last week when we should have destroyed the Broncos. We are now up 37-3 here. See, look, still no pressure, but did we knock it out? We knocked it loose. Good job, Jose Harrison. I can't believe we actually knocked that one loose late. That would look like it's going to be another catch for a first down. But yeah, not enough pressure here. Unless we do blitz, even with Aiden Hutchinson, we're not really getting there. There goes a blitz this time, but it's a screen pass that is off the mark. Now 4th and 6, down this much in the fourth quarter. I'd imagine they're going to go for it. So let's get the ball back for our offense. Trips to the bottom of your screen. Jameis, clean pocket, throws it out, and it gets knocked loose. Double coverage on Michael Thomas to get it. Look how frustrated he looked. We're able to go in and get that one knocked out. Well, I was trying to go in and watch more defense, but every time I tried to slow sim after watching through our drive fast, it would simulate their entire drive. So we'll come back and watch one more drive of offense. They probably will just be able to run this out. But closing thoughts on the season, I just think we started out slow. We had a rookie quarterback. We had to let him grow, develop. We had to gel as a team. We had 5 new starters between him, Kurt Milligan, Jose Harrison. As far as just rookie go, Evan Gatewood, who was hurt and didn't finish out the season. We've got free agents that we brought in, Jamal Dean, Ronnie Harrison. They had to gel with the team. Now I think they're playing more as a team. We'll have a couple more new key pieces, hopefully, that will help make the team even stronger and better, and it won't take long to gel together. But I think it was mostly just chemistry and the start of a rookie quarterback as well as a rookie middle linebacker that have both now elevated their games to be very, very good. And I think we're going to have a strong season next year. I think we can barely slide in as a wild card spot. I don't know if we're ready to take the division just yet. But if we play like this all season, there's no reason why we shouldn't at least be a top, 5 seed, 5 or 6 seed. Making sure I'm counting that right. 5th or 6th seed at least, especially with this year, the 7th seed being 8-8. Possibly a chance to be 8-9. Next year's going to be a big one for us. And this offseason is going to be a big, big, big test to see if we can really grow this team. Great closeout to end the season. I'm so proud of this offense. I love when we play together as one and we actually dominate. We got to go with our pass focus more often now. Unless we see a different running game next season. 33 for 42, 429, 4 touchdowns, no picks. He's shown that he can hold an offense. He's shown that he can lead an offense to greatness and play great. DeAndre Swift, 82 yards, but off 25 carries, still a bad average per carry, but did get in for a touchdown. Receivers, TJ Hawkinson, 2 scores, 103. Josh Reynolds, 130 and 2 touchdowns as well. Coming in for the injured Amon-Ra St. Brown, but 8 for 84 for DJ Chark Jr. Jameson Williams 4 for 35, and St. Brown 2 for 23 before ending the year. So we can go look at their season stats, see how many of them ended with 1,000 yards. And then defensively, we played great against the Saints offense. We were able to hold them to not that many scores. Look at that, not even that many tackles, because our offense was playing so great and eating up so much time on possession. Hutchinson, Harris, and Clinton all getting sacks today, no interceptions. But we did what we needed to. We came in, got the dub. Now we're going back home to another offseason, so where we could try to go. Next year, we need to be making the postseason. It's time. All the pieces are there. We just got a couple of Band-Aids to stripe over this whole team. But it's time to go to the postseason. Back into the negotiations one more time before we get to the end of the season. I'm going to offer 3 years, $4.2 million here to Quintez Cephas. And he will go ahead and finally accept that one. And we'll go ahead and get our kicker locked down too as well. Riley Patterson, who does want more years, understandable. We'll get 3 years in. Lower that back to 2.3, so 3.6. And he will stay. So that'll kind of help that out. We'll have about 50 million or so in cap space as we kind of wrap up the closing of the season. And getting some more of these players signed with one more re-sign period to end it. Now I will go ahead and advance to the offseason. As we got a postseason to kind of go through. Final end of the year stats. Looking at the playoff bracket one last time. It looks like it will be Kansas City versus Buffalo, New England versus the Chargers, Titans versus the Browns, Cowboys, Falcons, 49ers, Vikings, and Buccaneers versus the Rams, with the Packers and Bengals getting first round buys. And that's why I said I don't know if we're ready to take the division yet. Packers just took the overall 1 seed, and they're looking pretty strong with Jordan Love there at the head. So 12-5 for them. Vikings are 9-8. We could possibly move up to that spot at least and then take a wild card spot. But let's go ahead and look at these final stats for the season. 28th in offense. Unfortunately, we kind of picked it up there late in the season. Defensively, we are 13th. Individual player stats, 4,532 yards, 27 and 21 as a rookie. I don't know if that's enough to get rookie of the year just because the touchdown interception ratio, but the yardage was definitely there. Running, DeAndre Swift didn't even touch 1,000 there with 8 touchdowns. Receiving, Amon-Ra St. Brown barely cracked it before getting injured. 7 touchdowns, 78 receptions. DJ Chark, 969, 6 touchdowns. TJ Hockenson, 955 and 7 touchdowns. And then Jameson Williams, 814 and 4 touchdowns. One of these years, we're going to get at least 2,000-yard receivers. It'll happen. But with us having this many weapons too and sharing the love, you see, I mean, like, TJ Hockenson wasn't here. He's a worse tight end. DJ Chark would have had over 1,000. Jameson Williams probably could have had 1,000 as well. If we had one less of these receivers, TJ Hockenson probably has over 1,000. So it's just that we have 4 really good weapons to kind of throw to that is kind of hard to get to. It's not even the yardage that my quarterback's throwing for. Harrison leading the way though in tackles this season with 126. Our sack leader, Romeo Okwara, 9.5 with 9 from 8 Hutchinson as well. Kind of falls off after that. See, the next closest person had 2. Jamal Dean, the free agency that we picked up, ended up coming in with 5 interceptions, leading the way. Rookie Jose Harrison with 4 as well. So the rookies came in, showed out, battled out. I think we've had a great year. Record-wise doesn't show that, just because I think most of our good play kind of came there to end the season. Now, if we go look at where everybody is in the NFL, start defensively first. Who led the way in interceptions? Looks like 5 was the most. It was just a lot of people getting 5. Sacks leader, 17.5 by Chandler Jones. Jadeveon Clowney with 17 was down the Patriots. Ooh, no wonder they made the postseason. Receiving wise, Cooper Kupp, 2,000 yards, 22 touchdowns, 128 receptions. Looks like he led the way for. Ooh, Robert Woods knocked him out for the Triple Crown winner. 23 touchdowns with Tennessee. That is amazing. Obviously, we're not going to see any of our guys, but as far as other 1,000-yard receivers, we can kind of go through this list. Christian Watson with the Packers. The name that's notable, Garrett Wilson is up there too as well. Zach Pascal is up there. First tight end, Travis Kelce. But all names that you expect. Tim Patrick's kind of new. A lot of 1,000-yard, Jacoby Myers, CJ Uzomah, Sky Moore, who I think we saw him go off against us, so I can see why he got 1,000. Rushing yards, here goes your rushing leader and Derrick Henry. Touchdown-wise, looks like 25 from Zeke. Javonte Williams with 22. And then your other 1,000-yard rushers, Alvin Kamara, Breece Hall got up to 1,000. which he could do in real life. I saw him go off the other day against the Packers. At the time of recording this, the Jets just played the Packers and dominated against them, and he actually did pretty good. So I mean, he could be a 1,000-yard rusher if he keeps it up. Passing yards only 2 over 5,000. Rookie Christian Kelly from Tampa Bay, 5,017. And then Joe Burrow, 5,104. So shout out to a rookie getting over 5,000. 42 touchdowns, 11 picks. Not too bad at all. What is his development? Superstar development. 21 years old. His accuracies aren't even as good. Like rating-wise, accuracy-wise, he's not as good as Dwayne Thomas. I mean, his deep is better. Medium is better. Short is the same for both of them. But Dwayne's got better accuracies. And I think better throw power. So it just must be a combination of some other things. Patrick Mahomes, Trevor Lawrence, Mac Jones, Tom Brady's on the Eagles. Wow. Zach Wilson, Aaron Rodgers. Oh, Aaron Rodgers still leading the Packers. Okay, so that explains it. Charles Stallings, another rookie, 27-14, 4,689 yards. He is star development, 78 overall strong arm. And then we finally get, I saw him, Dwayne Thomas. So he was third as far as rookies go, fourth. Earl Bauer, 4,648, 34-8. So the fourth best rookie quarterback, even though we took him number 1 overall, even though he's got the superstar X factor, he's the one that's in the 80s. The others are in the 70s. So I think it's just a combination of just how we played to start the season. Learning curve, kind of threw him out there to the Wolves against a lot of really good opponents early in the season, especially within the division. So I can see why he did so bad, but next year we will pick it up. He will do good. We'll go ahead and sit forward so we can get to the end of the year awards. Obviously, shouldn't be any staff moves. I don't know. For us, there might be, but we'll get into that on staff week. I'll kind of evaluate some things and see if I need to bring in a new OC and DC. But let's just see who's going to win the Super Bowl. Here goes the Pro Bowl roster. So looks like they gave it to Kelly and Byer. So no Pro Bowl for Dwayne Thomas, which is sad. But let's see if we have any other people that made it. Not even Amon-Ra St. Brown. TJ Hockenson made it as tight end number 3. Frank Ragnow made it as center. So that's 2. Not really. Aiden Hutchinson made it linebacker number 2. So that's 3 of them. Jamal Dean, quarterback number 3. Ronnie Harrison Jr. starting strong safety. So we got 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. So 5 all-stars. 5 Pro Bowlers on the team this year. So, I mean, I'll take it gladly. And, I mean, I wish we had more. I think we should have more. I think Amon-Ra St. Brown could have been one, especially if TJ Hockenson was. I feel like Dwayne Thomas should have been one, the way he played and finished out the rest of that season. Of course, I'm always the head coach. So, we'll go ahead and just see. It looks like it is a Packers-Bengals Super Bowl. No surprises there. Both 1 seeds end up making it. Looks like everybody won in the first round of schedule except for the Vikings upset for 49ers. Rams upset the Buccaneers, and then the Rams upset the Cowboys to go in and play the Packers before getting beasted and feasted on. Patriots upset the Chiefs before getting beasted and feasted on by the Bengals. By strength of victories here and knowing who played, I'm going to give the edge to the Bengals. I'm going to say the Bengals win the Super Bowl. Put your predictions down below, and let's go see who wins. Before getting into who wins the Super Bowl, let's look at these awards. Looks like Joe Burrow for MVP, as well as Zach Taylor for Coach of the Year. Go ahead and run through the AFC side really quickly here. Let me know if you see any notable names, any your favorite players winning awards, any surprises at any awards to you guys. Just based off how they play in real life, obviously this is a whole different universe, so probably not much surprise for the people that's winning. All right, now on to the NFC side. Looks like Dwayne Thomas finished 4th for Rookie of the Year. Unfortunately, Jose Harrison did win Defensive Rookie of the Year, so that'll be a huge boost to his development. Best QB. Looks like Dwayne Thomas wasn't up there. Neither was our running back or any of our receivers. Jonah Jackson for Best Offensive Lineman is under at number 4. Aiden Hutchinson, number 4th for Best Linebacker with Romeo Kawara at 6. Jamal Dean got Best DB with Ronnie Harrison Jr. at number 4. So a couple of award winners for the yearly awards. Looks like our kicker got 2nd best and Best Kicker award. So I'm proud of that. Well, now that is all done, your Super Bowl 2023 winner is the Green Bay Packers. 34-27 victory there. Their 5th Super Bowl in franchise history. Taking down the Bengals. Aaron Rodgers gets Super Bowl MVP. So Joe Burrow just barely was not able to do it. I think since I already went to staff week, I can't go look at the box score, can I? Let's look. League schedule. Oh, we can. So 34-27 victory there for Green Bay. Looks like Aaron Rodgers 233 and 4 touchdowns. Burrow tried to match him 289 and 4 touchdowns. That pick possibly could have been costly. Not much of a running game for really either side. So it looks like it just came down to the offenses, battling now. Austin Hooper is now on the Bengals, 10 for 107. Scotty Miller, Tyler Boyd, T. Higgins. So not much change elsewhere. Marquez Callaway, 5 for 48 there with the Packers. So it looks like they got themselves a couple receivers. N'Keal Harry there too, Christian Watson. So offense is pretty nice there for the Packers. Hopefully they get a little bit worse because we got to play them twice a year if we want to be in that position. So division rivals, go ahead and get a Super Bowl, but hopefully we will be next up when it comes to winning a Super Bowl for the NFC side. So that'll basically be it. Next time out, I will be evaluating everything. So I won't make any moves without you guys, but I will be evaluating whether we will be making some staff changes or not. That's 2 straight years of being struggling. Do I want to give a 3rd year or not, depending on if we improved or not. And then we will talk about what our free agents will look like, who we're signing back, what our needs are. Looks like I've got about $56 million in cap space, which I'll take. And hopefully there's a good running back on the market because DeAndre Swift ain't coming back and I'm not using the franchise tag. So it's me, your boy, SGG, aka the King of Games, aka Coach Smooth. And I will catch you guys in the next Lions Rebuild episode where we'll be tackling this offseason and hopefully being able to make it through. Catch you guys in the next one, man. I'm out.